Vicky, here we are. You must have a certain deja vu feeling. Number 8, the 8th Africa Bike Week. This year, what's going to be different? What can you tell us?
We're very excited to have Harley-Davidson back with us for the 8th consecutive year. As you know, we've only signed a 1-year contract for this year, and there is a clause in the contract that allows us a 4-week decision period after the event. So we will know 4 weeks after the actual close of the event whether or not they're returning. This year what's different is that the site is a little bit smaller and a little bit more compact. Everything has remained the same, so nothing is missing. We've actually added elements to this event this year. We have a children's festival which is fantastic, it's sponsored by Coca-Cola, and all of those activities are staged for free on Margate Main Beach. We've also opened up the staging area. After so many years of doing this event, we noticed the one thing that we were getting wrong was that the infrastructure was blocking the sea view, and that is our main selling factor. So to open up to allow the sea view in, and you were down in the bar earlier on the SAB Beach Bar, you would have noticed that we now have a stunning view of people surfing, so there's a real beach vibe. It's a really nice atmosphere. The stage is still the same size in terms of the heights and the specifics that are going on the stage, with some great opening acts. We've got the Parlotones performing for us on Thursday evening at 8 o'clock. And the music just rolls from there on until 2 o'clock in the morning. Great activities on that stage. This year we've put the aftermarket area on the Boulevard rooftop deck, which is a lovely contained area which allows people to get a drink at the cocktail bar and to walk within that vicinity and enjoy and explore the various stores that are available selling various related products. Other than that, the normal bars are operational. Jeep are back as sponsors, so they're doing a great Jeep setup. Jack Daniels is here with pouring, so we're still selling lots of Jack and Cola hopefully, and the Hog Hospitality area will be running as it always does. Lots of Hog bikers have come down this year with great response to the online registration, which has been a fantastic tool that we've put in, allowing us to actually monitor the type of visitor that's coming. So Harley-Davidson now has a database of the thousands that have registered. We know who they are, where they're coming from, what the age group is, so we're able to look at it and do a proper LSM study to understand who the actual market is that's coming to this event. And the majority of these registrations have all come from the Johannesburg area. So from an accommodation perspective, we're looking at great occupancy levels within the actual precinct area running at 98%. And then I've had people here this morning that have arrived that are staying as far away as Scotland. So it's all looking good, we're all ready.
Okay, now somebody watching this who wants to come and walk around and experience the atmosphere, any special rules and regulations that they must know about?
The great thing about this year's event is there's no entry fee into the actual event zone itself, so bikers do not need to register per se. Any bike can come into the area. The status quo remains the same as we've always had, allowing only bikes into this area between 8 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock at night. So it becomes a bike zone only. People would have had their permits sorted out prior to this event through the MBA and the fantastic work that Corrie does at the MBA, assisting us with accommodation and people that are coming into the area. So basically, yes, you would come in. I would suggest, especially on the Sunday, the mass parade is a huge highlight of this event that leaves from the Shelley Centre between 10 and 10:30. Traditionally, people set up little cared placard along the side of the road, allowing people to sit and watch in their bra, and it's actually become lovely. Now we have a lot of people setting up hospitality areas and brands setting up hospitality areas on the route. It's become quite a well-known route. We also have the charity ride for the mayor on Saturday, which leaves at 10 o'clock. That's open to all bikers to participate, 10 o'clock from the fishing pier. And we're going through to a home in Gamalaki for disabled children, where the actual Harley-Davidson has raised a tremendous amount of money online. With the pre-registration, people had the option to give a donation. Raised quite a sizable amount of money, which will be handed over to that home on Saturday through the mayor's offices. That's also going to be something special. And then the Ride and Bike Show on Sunday at the main stage. We're doing it at the stage area on the top grass bank. 2 o'clock, so all the incredible bikes that are participating in that, people will be able to come and be part of the entire Ride and Bike Show within a bar environment, which really makes it something special, I think.
At one stage there was there was a worry that everything would not be ready for the bike week, but it seems to be okay. I mean, the roads are okay, etc.
Johan, what we always just find, and this is what Harley has specifically said this year, or the organisers from TAMCA, is when they arrived on site, they couldn't believe the state of how wonderful everything looked within the event precinct. Mr. Maxim Bealey, our municipal manager from Hibiscus Coast Municipality, has had a can-do attitude. His words to me were roll out the red carpet. So they've really tried hard to make it look fantastic. Whatever our requests have been, tourism, Ugu South Coast Tourism, Justin McRory's offices have pulled out all the stops. So they've assisted with media, with sponsoring media beds in the hotels, helping us through Airlink, getting discounted rates to fly journalists in. Max has helped us tremendously. His phone is on call 24 hours a day. He's been incredible. So in terms of the potholes along the DOT, the main road, I'm sure you're aware of the fact that that's not Max's road, it's not HCM's road, that's the Department of Transport's roads, and essentially they're not supposed to interfere or fix those areas. But yesterday when we did a site check, he was not happy and he pulled in his teams, and we asked local bikers to identify dangerous or potential potholes that would pose a problem, and essentially they fixed up all the ones that the bikers identified. Obviously, we would like our new road tarred all the way through, but I think that working within the confines that we have, they have assisted us greatly. So yes, we're very, very thrilled with the work and the assistance from HCM.
That's great. Thanks very much for your time. And in the spirit of the Africa Bike Week, cheers. Cheers.